I did.
Great day, everyone. Vibrational greetings to you all. I thought Ali was going to start to say hi, but hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We are live on Facebook, and we are broadcasting on YouTube, and we are out here in the wetlands, and it's so beautiful. We miss this place. We've been so busy that, you know, we haven't visited this place in a while. And just want to bring you. We just want to bring you guys out here with us. Yeah, we haven't made a video in a while, but we just want to. We want to do this video because it was about a year ago today.
A year ago, actually.
That we started doing videos.
And actually, a year ago yesterday, but I posted it today, so you'll see that on Facebook on my page. That there's a reminder. Oh, a memory a year ago today, and that was the very first video we made together.
Let me just check something. Give me 1 second. I'm
watching you.
Yeah.
I'm watching you live.
Okay, I just realized we didn't have no sound. I forgot it. We record with each other, and we're just recording some things, and when we record, it takes the audio out of the Facebook, so...
You're recording?
Yeah, we were recording, so I took off the recorder, so if you can hear us now...
There we are, now we're back. Okay, hi everybody.
Hi everyone! Again, because Michael was recording on the phone. We're going to sound like a broken record on YouTube.
That's okay.
But we just wanted to record today here at the wetlands because we've been so busy that we haven't recorded in a while, and we love recording. We love sharing our lives with all of you because our intention to do videos is not to watch ourselves, but to share, you know, like a reality show, I guess you can call it, our lives, and to be mirrors and reflections of what's so many we would love to inspire and motivate and empower and remind that the happiness that we experience on many levels, maybe not on all levels, but on many levels, we desire to share with you all. And we want to be those mirrors and those reflections so that other people may see that it's possible to live a life by design and what you desire. And that no matter how much resistance you have, no matter how many no's you get, no matter how many people think you're crazy, we're here to tell you you're not crazy. If you desire to live a more authentic, more genuine life, it is your right. It is your privilege. It is your birthright to live. And nobody should take that away from you. Nobody should tell you that you can't live a genuine life, that you can't live an authentic life, because you are authentic. It's just you've been taught and reminded not to believe it. So our intention is to bring more authenticity to the world, more peace to the world. Hi Ginger, we love you. So without jibber jabbering and chit chatting, because I love talking, and people that know me know that I love to share, and we love to share.
My turn.
But I want to go into the breath. So if you want to go ahead and share something before we start.
Yeah. Aside from marking an anniversary of.
Hola Carmen, buenos días. We love you. Go ahead.
Aside from marking an anniversary of making videos, because a year ago we made the first video together.
Yes.
It's also we're silly, those that know us, Ginger, you know how we celebrate, just like you and Mark do, every month. Soon we're going to forget when the actual... Yeah.
We actually celebrate every day.
Well, yeah, I mean technically, but every month we say happy anniversary on the 7th, because April 7th, and so now today, July 7th, it's a year and 3 months that Michael got on one knee and asked me to be his partner in life, so happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
So that's important to me.
An amazing 1 year and 3 months. Actually, it's been an amazing 4 years.
Ginger saying happy anniversary, lovebirds.
Hi Ginger, blessings. It's been an amazing 4 years. When we first met, we didn't know it was going to go this far. We thought this way. Yeah, we didn't even know it was going to go this way. But see, that's the mystery of life, and that's the beauty of life. that you don't need to know what's going to happen tomorrow. We just enjoyed the now. We were just like, I mean, I wasn't a teacher at the time, but it was like a teacher and student relationship. But then she became my teacher, and it's like we've developed this incredible relationship, this incredible dynamic. But then again, I'm talking and talking and talking. I'm not doing the breath. So go ahead and share, and then we'll do the breath.
Okay,
because
go ahead. I was sharing, but you're sharing, so
no,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
That was it. I was just gonna.
I'm just happy. I'm just so.
Well, one of your friends, well, soon to be my friend. I met her a long time ago, but I haven't seen her again. Like officially met her, being your partner, fiance, or whatever you want to call her. Becky. She said.
Oh, I miss her.
She put a message on one of the
Love
posts.
you, Becky.
On the post from the 4th of July, and she said, "I love to see you so happy and surrounded by love," and I thought that was so cute.
Yes, I am.
So yeah.
And the thing about it is Ali opened my eyes to love, because that's another story. That's another video. But I'm just so grateful to Alice, because she emanates and she just like saturates everywhere she goes with love. And you just can't help but feel, and that's why I want my friends to meet Alice. Like, I want you to meet her. I want you to enjoy her, because there's so much love with us to go around that we don't want to keep it to ourselves. We want to share with everyone. Because before I cared about people, but because I didn't love myself, I just felt this, like I cared about them, but I didn't feel the impact. And now I feel this impact, and I share that impact with the world. There's a big difference. So without further ado, let's go into the breath, because more than anything, it's the simple things that are the most incredible things. And I don't know if she's gonna watch this video, because we shared our information with her, but we were working with someone who really has a struggle to breathe. And it really hit home how, like I say it, like more and more time and time again, that we take the breath for granted, and we don't appreciate this simple act. And when we were with this person, we seen how much she struggled, and it really hit home. It's like, wow, like you don't really appreciate something until you experience someone that struggles just to breathe.
She happens to be one of Ginger's friends.
Yeah. And thank you, Ginger, for connecting us with that person, because she's an incredible person. And when I seen that this person struggles to breathe, and if you're watching this, blessings, we love you, and it was so great to meet you and to share space with you, considering the circumstances, but we still shared that beautiful space. Oh, got an alarm. You guys just heard one of my alarms. So let's breathe.
I'm watching us over here.
Yeah, you're watching us over here?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I see who's watching.
So she's watching us live.
Yeah.
Well, give us a lot of hearts. Come on, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, so let's go into the breath. Let's breathe in that bountiful richness and abundance of the breath. Let's breathe in life. Let's breathe in awareness. Let's breathe in being. Exhale. And just exhale what no longer serves you. What served you up to this point but no longer serves you, just let it go. Just breathe it out. Be grateful to it. Don't judge it. Just breathe it out. Just say thank you. And breathe in what is true. Breathe in peace, unconditional love, presence, authenticity, genuineness, wisdom, awareness. Exhale, and just feel your body becoming more relaxed. And as you become more relaxed, the guards, the filters are coming down. And this open receptivity, feel it, embrace it, align with it. Align with the natural force of being, nature, and let it nurture you. Now just be for a moment. Just sit, be still, and be silent. Whenever the brain starts to chatter, bring it back to the breath. Bring your awareness back to the breath. It's that simple. And then follow the breath to the presence. Take a deep breath in. And all is one, ready to receive. Thank you everyone for joining us in that one space of breath, of awareness. So, without further ado, let's get started, which we already started. Let's continue. Like we were saying, we're just so grateful to be alive and not just exist, but to be alive. Look at those two dragonflies, like our business card. It's just so great to to live, to truly live, and that's what we want to inspire people to do, is live, not just go day to day wondering what's gonna happen, being concerned, being preoccupied with all the busyness of the brain, and just live, like let go and be present and just enjoy. And we speak to ourselves. We're not this perfect as the idea of perfection is. We are perfection, remembering its perfection. So, Allie, you want to share anything?
I'm over here.
Because I can keep going and going and going. You know me.
Yeah, I had the idea to come to the wetlands because I wanted to go work out in the river, which I'm going to go do for a few minutes anyway. And then Michael said, should we take the camera? We haven't made a video in a while. And tomorrow, you're making one for the Daily Word because we've kind of let that settle for a little bit. But right now, I'm just, like you said, happy first and foremost to be alive. Happy for the friends, the family, the awareness. Happy for the peace and the genuine love in my heart for humanity, for source, for self, more than anything, something I never had before. Oh, and you.
No, I know. You don't have to tell me anything. I know. You live it. You don't just talk about it.
Yeah.
The one that's
sometimes I can be silly and messy, but
excuse me. I kind of had a lot of sweets last night, so I'm feeling it. The one thing that I learned, that I'm remembering from Alice as my beautiful mirror, is that ants?
Big red one like the one from last night in the cartoon.
It's okay. The one thing that I've been remembering from Alice is, because I've taught her so well, and see, that's what really I realized one thing. I didn't teach her so well. I reminded her of the things that she did as a kid, and all of that just, like, had this big implosion. No, implosion. Had this big implosion, meaning going within, had this big implosion of all the stuff that she was doing as a kid. She didn't have no name for it. She didn't know what she was doing. She just was doing the work and didn't realize it. And when I came along, it was just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like the finger that knocked the first domino. When it knocked the first domino, it was like, and it just like, wow, 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 wow. So really, and I say it, but I need to be careful what I say, and not out of fear, but out of responsibility, that those that don't know are going to be confused by certain words that we use. But that's why I like to call myself a reminder, not a teacher. A mirror, not a mirror, not an idol, not someone to look up to and say, oh wow, look at Michael. No, I want people to look at me and see a mirror of that's what I'm capable of. That's what I can do. That's what I deserve. That's what I am. That's who I am. That okay, I'm getting an echo and that's kind of like tripping me out.
No, but you're getting and me tickling you.
Yeah, no. I thought that was a fly.
That was me.
But no, I'm getting an echo because she's listening to us live, so it's like I hear, like I'm already connected, and then I hear this voice, and it's like, but literally, like seriously, I don't want anyone to look up to us. Speaking for myself, I don't want anybody to look up to me. I want people to look equal to me. I want people to see what they're capable of. I want people to see what they're, hi, so precious. Yes. We got so many viewers right now.
We have an audience of
yeah, we have an audience of birds just sitting there. Like they're right in front of the camera right here just looking at us. Thank you. So I desire for people to look at me like a mirror. And that's my goal, is to know that you can do, be, and have what we have and even more. Because we're all working, not working, but we're all remembering alongside each other. And the more people can remember, the more impactful we're going to be as a mirror of consciousness. So we had a great meeting with two amazing people yesterday, which we're allowed to say. It's hi to the two people we had a meeting with yesterday. We didn't ask if we had permission, but if we do have permission tomorrow, we'll give you guys a shout out. But we keep everything confidential. Two amazing people that are doing so amazing work here in Yuma, and it was a great connection. And it's just so beautiful and amazing to connect with people that are desiring to bring more transformation to the world, more authenticity to the world, more greatness to the world, because that's what we need. We need people to step out of their comfort zone, because you may think you're alone, but you're not. You may think you're the only one if you haven't heard, but you're not. There's so many people, and the more we can speak up, the more those people that are ashamed or embarrassed because they think that, you know, what they're experiencing is weird or something, the more that they hear us, you, the more they're going to be like, wow. Like they're going to find that courage. They're going to find that inspiration. They're going to find that motivation. They're going to be empowered to say, you know what? I want to share, because I want to be the inspiration for others. So just like Carmen and Ginger that are on here right now, they inspire, and Mireya, they inspire other people by showing up, by doing, by being. So shout outs to you guys, because you guys are amazing. So thank you for joining us. Thank you. And you were talking about someone earlier, Becky. If she watches this, thank you, Becky, because I remember Visalis, no pun intended, but I remember Visalis that did I say it right? No pun intended? No, I was looking for another word. So I just want to give a little shout out to Becky, because she was my inspiration way back when. I don't remember how many years ago, maybe 7 years ago, to get out of my house and go and you know, promote this product that we did, but more so to go out and live. And I'm so thankful to you, Becky and Claudia. I love you guys so much. I love my friends so much, and I miss my friends. And we've just been.
Joy Bennett just came on.
Hi, Carol.
She said, "Good morning, you beautiful beings of bliss. You are beautiful mirrors. Thank you." Oh, thank you.
You're an amazing mirror, and we love the center. We miss the people at the center. I love you guys so much, and just knowing in our hearts, always being one with you, always our hearts being one with you. And yeah, we just love all you guys so much. There's just so much love, and that's the thing.
That's why we like celebrating our anniversary.
And that's the thing,
I
though.
love, 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 love.
I mean, I hope I don't get reprimanded for this, but I just like to speak my heart, and that's why, like, stop watching all the noise that's not serving you. I mean, and I know I'm gonna get maybe messages of why would you say that, but I think this needs to be heard. What good does it do to focus on what's going on in another country if we don't take care of what's going on within ourselves and in where we live?
And that's why we reached out to these two amazing women that we met yesterday.
Yeah.
Because they're working here locally to help our community, and
Yes.
that's what Samadhi's about.
Yes, and many blessings wherever you are in the world.
Yeah.
We're not saying that we don't care about you, but see, here's the thing: we're trying to take on the whole plate without chewing our portion, and that's why we're choking. That's why we're so confused and we feel so helpless and powerless, because we're trying to take on this big old plate instead of starting where we're at. And there's another class too.
Yeah, and this is another class. This is just a high video.
No, I know, but it's just there's a lot of because we see it a lot. There's a lot of people that are just they feel like giving up, but they don't give up. And thank you for not giving up. But there are people that give up because they get into this conspiracy theories and all that, and I was into all that as well. But the one thing that I realized is they want to take it. It's not even they. It's us ourselves. But what we believe in ourselves, we mirror out. So when we say they want to take our power away, it's really us not realizing that we're taking our power away because we let this convince us of this instead of realizing that this, meaning everything outside, comes from the inner. So when we take responsibility for the inner, we will experience a more harmonious outer. That's where the true power is inside of each and every one of us.
I have a little commercial.
So when we take our power back, when we stop giving our power away and we take our power back and we don't allow the external circumstances to cause us to be angry, sad, guilty, resentful, fearful, worried, then we take our power back and we bless the world with our essence.
So Carol has a message for us.
Thank you, Carol.
Listen to this.
Yes.
I want to buy your t-shirts about being amazing mirrors or love. So tell me when you have them to purchase to support you. I can't wait to have you over to our home in Somerton this fall. So as soon as she says when, Carol, just say when and we'll be there.
Thank you.
So when you get back.
Definitely. We love your energy. We love your reflection.
And that's, I'm going to say her full name, how we have it here, Carol Joy Bennett.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So we got to make t-shirts now.
What's
Thank
up?
you, Carol,
Look
for
at this.
that inspiration.
Did you see that bumblebee?
Yeah.
Do you know what the bumblebee represents?
Same thing as the...
It's impossible that it flies.
Can I tell what time it is?
And wait, we just got a message from Spirit. That bumblebee that flew in front of us it goes against everything that it's told it's not. Did you get that?
Mm-hmm.
It's not supposed to fly. It's not.
It's kind of like the dragonfly, which is our logo.
Yeah, the dragonfly is our logo, but I'm saying that bumblebee
yeah,
that just came in
same
front of us,
thing.
it speaks about us as awakening. That the world tells us it's not possible to awaken, but yet we know we have wings. We know who we are. Yes, we know who we are. We're realizing more and more of who we are, and because of that spiritual strength, it breaks all the laws that says it can't. Because that's one thing that we remind people is, we remind people this certain simplistic way to find the source within you. That way the physical laws don't abide to you. I mean, yes, there are certain laws that you need to work with, but those that don't know, they're more paralyzed by these laws because they don't know of superior laws, higher, more universal spiritual laws. And I'll give you a couple. One is time. Another one is age. Another one is, there's many. Another one is like living. A lot of people don't realize that they can live. But because they're so stuck into being correct and being perfect, they're so caught up in being perfect. Trust me, even I work to that to this day, because she knows that. It's like I need to have everything perfect, because if not, it knocks me off my center. But the one thing I'm realizing more and more, and this is a great message to those that are working with this, is don't get so caught up in being perfect that you go into the chaos of perfection. Because perfection is not perfection as we're taught. Perfection is authenticity. Perfection is genuineness. We want to talk about perfection? Let's talk about perfection as in genuine, as in authentic. That is what perfection is. It's not what perfection is with somebody else, because what somebody else's version of authentic is different from another person. Because what somebody came to do is paint, and they enjoy painting, but another person enjoys working on a home, it's a different, I mean, both are authentic because they're doing what they came to do and what they love to do, but they're living their authentic version. Just like on a paint of a masterpiece, different colors, different textures, different layers, different thicknesses, different.
You're doing great, sweetheart. Carol and I over here are just booming.
You guys are booming over there?
Listen to this. Carol says, listen, I pictured looking at you as a mirror and felt my energy cycle up. What a thing we can do for each other.
Yes.
And I answer her, oh, Carol, this is why we do what we do. We have such passion and gratitude for all those we touch and touch us through true, genuine, unconditional love. And being a mirror of your greatness is our gift. And she says, very powerful words this morning. What a blessing that Source synchronized us to meet up right now. Yes, because I was going to work out. And Michael says, can we do a video? And I'm like, if you want to do a video, I'm going to go work out. And then he goes, okay,
we're working
fine.
out.
Then I'll do the video. But I wasn't going to just go over there, especially on the year anniversary of us doing the first video.
But you know what? We're working out.
Yeah.
Because, okay, you just opened up another can of worms.
No.
I used to work out very committed. I mean, I worked out like an animal, and I worked out most of the day. So I can tell you this, and no disrespect to people that work out, of course, because if that's your, I felt that. If that's your passion and that's what you love, go for it. But I'm speaking from my experience that when I worked out because I was so angry. I worked out because I was so upset at the world, which was really myself. So I would work out and I would take my anger out of my workout. But I used it as an escape. I used it as a crutch instead of facing myself. So I don't have anything against working out, but don't use it as a crutch. If you enjoy it, do it. But remember, while you're working out, we are body, mind, and soul. We need to work out the mind, we need to work the body, but we also need to work out the soul. So right now we're working out the soul. Feel it, because you are, and not just, because here's something that a lot of people aren't talking about, but this is why we love doing what we do. Don't just listen to this message, reflect on it. Question everything that you're hearing. Question me, question Alice, because when you do that, you're not just stuck in the limited brain, the ego. When you question, you're starting to tap into the soul. And when you tap into the soul has answers that we can't even talk.
Thank you, Mireya. She says happy anniversary.
Thank you. We love you. So don't just listen to this message, reflect on it, dissect it, discern it, question it. Like, do it like a two-dimensional block of something and convert it into 3, 5 dimensions, 6, 7 dimensions by looking at that and then turning it around. And by turning it around, you open it up, and by opening it up, you get other pieces, and you look deeper in it. And when you look deeper in it, you'll find things that you couldn't have found with the brain. So I hope that's a simple way of me saying that we don't just want you to hear it, we want you to feel it. And in feeling it, you're dissecting it, and questioning it, you're going deeper. And because we're not taught to question. I mean, when you go to school and you question something, what does the teacher tell you? Hey, you're not here to question me. You're here to listen to what you're told. No disrespect to teachers, but that's the system that we live in. It's not your fault. You're only going by what you're told, okay? But what I'm saying is, We're here to question reality. I mean, look at all the greats, look at all the masters. They were rebels. I mean, they didn't get up and fight people. They talked about peace, they talked about love, but they questioned everything. Yes, thank you. They questioned everything. Question everything. Don't question it in a way of, I don't believe what you're saying. No. Question in the sense of, okay, I hear what you're saying, but does this resonate with me? And how does this resonate with me? And why does this resonate with me? And what are the thoughts that are coming to the front that are causing me to perceive this? And is my perceptions limited or are they limitless? If my perceptions are limited, then I need to connect with my limitless. And when I connect with my limitless, then I question more deeper to find more of the limitless that I am. And that's just in a nutshell.
And a tongue twister.
And a tongue twister.
I'm just having fun. I'm watching nature.
And that's why we say,
sitting back and listening to Michael go on and on.
And that's why we
giving
say
mini classes.
And that's why we say sign up for the classes, because it's not just talking about it; it's being about it. And that's what we want to remind people: is give your opportunity to be. Don't get so caught up. Here's the thing, and I'm telling you, speaking to myself, because remember, I speak to myself. It's not just I'm speaking to you. Spirit is teaching me and reminding me as it reminds and teaches all of you. And it's reminding all of us. It's being that mirror for all of us. And here's the thing. We've been given a great power, but we haven't been taught how to use it. And what is this great power? The brain. But we haven't been taught how to use it, so the more we come up with technological advances, the more we study, the more we go into deeper, like the quantum fields of metaphysics and going into all the books and all this stuff, all it does is feed the ego.
I have a message from Carol again.
So when we let go of trying to figure it out, and we just allow being, the wisdom, the library, the infinite library of the Akashic, or whatever you want to call that, will blossom. And that's why Alice and I can look at something so simple, and it's like Spirit just opens up this encyclopedia.
Yes.
But it's not complicated. See, that's the thing.
It's just simple.
It's this encyclopedia of wisdom, but it comes so simple that it's so simple but profound.
Well, here, Carol put it very, very well. Carol, I love what you said. It says, when we mirror, we are not just channeling Source. We are Source, present, face to face,
Yes.
one to one with each other. So yes, Carol, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And you know what? That is a beautiful space to share this. That is why we call our school Samadhi. Samadhi is, in my perspective, humble perspective, the reason why we chose Samadhi is that unified state, that one presence that has no name. Even Samadhi, if we look up Samadhi, it has no actual definition. It says the closest thing for it to be expressed is that when you come into that unison within yourself, you find the unison in the world, and you bring that unison of the world with the world, because that's the world that can't be spoken.
I'm going to cry now.
And we want to, and this is what I wanted to say. This is what I desire to say.
Message. Go ahead.
Is that's why Samadhi desires to bring our religions together. It doesn't matter where you come from. I don't care what you believe. I don't care if you don't believe in anything. Do you believe in life? If you believe in life, we believe in the same thing. Let's unite together, and let's, as a community of humanity, and we want to start here, but we want to mirror, because you got to start where you are. We want to start here, and as starting here, we want to mirror that, and as an impactful presence of Source, bring more people, and I mean,
just create that ripple effect.
Create that ripple effect that people are going to be like, wow, I want to start my chapter, my vision here, and we don't have no competition. With Spirit, there is no competition.
You hear that, Carol? So start the T-shirts, because listen to what Carol just said.
There is no, hold on, but I just want to share this.
Go ahead.
There is no competition. My resource,
The resource.
Yeah, the resource. No, but I'm speaking for me personally.
Oh, okay.
My resource, because this is my message. My resource is Spirit. I don't feel threatened by anyone. I desire for people to realize that our resource is Spirit. Let's put aside whatever we think and believe and all that, and let's unite as one resource. Because it doesn't matter what we call it, it doesn't matter what we say it is. We believe in all the same thing because we believe in life, we believe in peace, we believe in unconditional love, we believe in compassion, we believe in harmony, we believe in oneness. Let's stop trying to name it and be it and live it, unite with it and live it.
And that's why we do what we do. And Carol, see Carol, what the energy that started flowing, and we were just going to go on and say happy day, and it's our anniversary. But here, listen to what Carol just said.
Well, I just got a message from Spirit.
Let me read Carol's.
Yeah.
She says, T-shirt idea, something that looks like a mirror framed with these words. I see the spark of the source of life blazing bright in you. Wow. You are a beautiful reflection of all that is good. I see the beauty of you. And then Mireya says, you need to make shirts with the message that would be amazing. I'll buy one. So now we already have a...
Thank you.
Carol, we already have a customer. How's
Thank
that?
you.
We already have an investor. Because
So,
when you invest in us, it's for source, obviously.
so guess what? I got a message from Spirit.
What?
Michael, Spirit is telling me, Michael, you can't do it alone. Our anniversary is the reason why Spirit works, because it's the union of the man and the woman, which is the man and the woman, and then you reflect that out. See, I couldn't be with Alice, Alice couldn't be with me, if we didn't do that sacred journey within ourselves.
He's getting it, Mark and Ginger.
So when we do that sacred union within ourselves, we bring that sacred union from the exterior, and then it seems what was impossible is possible, because this relationship is impossible on a physical level, because we are totally different. We are totally in the physical sense. We are one in the spirit. I mean, our love, our passion for Spirit is like that oneness. But, and she knows I'm being honest, and a lot of people that know us know that I'm being honest. In the physical world, we have so much resistance. We have so much that tries to separate us. But because of our love for Spirit is so strong, that's what I love about her. Good morning. Her love for Spirit is what I fell in love with. And my love for Spirit is what she fell in love with. Even she tells me, Michael, I mean, it wasn't your appearance that attracted me. It was your love for Spirit. So that's
Thank goodness it wasn't my appearance either.
Okay, but this is the message from Spirit. Our anniversary unfolded for Spirit's profound presence or reflection in the world, to tell couples that it doesn't matter if you're on the brink of cutting it off, that if you started with a good relationship, but now it's like this, it's like you've lost your way because you've lost yourself. Don't look for love in the external. Look for love in the internal, and you will see in the mirror of the love from the internal, you will see things that you couldn't see before. And that's not just in couples in general. That's in life. Life is mirroring to me of what I think of me and I see in me of Spirit in life. So when I see the truth in me, the genuine in me, the authentic in me, I will see more authentic and genuine in life. Because it is just a mirror.
Can I say something?
Of course.
Yeah. There are times when I've wondered, you know, when Michael says the obvious, you know, it's out here, it's obvious. You guys see my gray, it's obvious. People who know us know that there's a lot of difference in us physically. And I was not dressed for a video. I was dressed to go work out, but I don't care. When we look at that, we could think, oh shoot, you know, it would be so easy for each of us to just go our own way, because there would be a whole other arena of people that we could gravitate to. But there's just something about the love that we share. It isn't just the physical love. Of course we love each other, and I enjoy looking at him. I mean, he's gorgeous, but that's just like the cherry on top. For me, it's that heart, that essence that he has, that genuine love and the genuine caring for humanity and for self, because when he started loving himself, then it's just like that magnet of true love. So I thank you, Michael, because we do go through a lot of things sometimes, and only we know, but there's this there's this knowing within us. What? I'm trying to be serious now and you're laughing.
No, I just got a flashback. We could be so upset at each other, and the moment we look at each other's
Oh
eyes,
yeah, no.
it's like this
no.
is what you get.
No, wait,
you guys
wait.
are getting a little preview, okay?
Wait.
We're like so upset.
Wait, no.
Like,
No, I'm gonna set it up. He'll be upset about something, he won't look at me, and I go, Michael, look at me. And then he's like, no. I'm like, Michael, just look at me. If I'm talking to you, look at me. And then he'll go, no. And finally he'll turn and look at me, and
I try to hold that stare, and I'm like,
he's trying to play the tough guy. And as soon as he sees me, he just can't.
I see her, I'm like,
That's why he won't look at me. Because he knows he can't. That's so funny.
And you know why? Because we see with the eyes of love. When you see with the eyes of love, as soon as you look in the eyes, it's like, it's the most penetrable, most profound force. And we're talking about unconditional love. We're not just talking about this, excuse me for saying, because I hope I don't offend anyone. It's not this superficial love of everything's got to be beautiful and perfect. See, the reason why we share ourselves and we put all of ourselves out there is because we don't want everybody or anybody to think that we're perfect. Like, we never get mad. We never get sad. We never get upset. We never get disappointed. We never have fear. I mean, we do. We're human.
Wait, listen to what Mireya
We're remembering alongside with all of you.
Wait, listen to what Mireya says. Because I know people who see us do the videos, I'm always looking at him. But you can go back and look at the videos from the very beginning.
Oh, shoot.
The reason why,
I just had something.
Okay, well, hold on.
Okay.
The reason why I look at him when he's talking is because, see, I know the behind the scenes. I know what it takes for him to even do this and the growth. So when I'm looking at him, I'm just in awe. And listen to what Mireya says. Mireya says, yes, we know you love looking at him. You can never stop looking at him. Haha. Love you, Alice. And then Carol says, only love can make us exponential beams of light.
Yes.
Aww.
Yes.
Thank you, guys. This
Thank
is
you.
so much fun.
And
next time I'm having my phone right by me when we do live.
Yes.
So I can read the messages.
Oh, you want to connect it to the charger?
Nah. I don't even know where I am.
Okay, so the thing about it is, well, no, because I'm just going to go on a ramble. Because, okay.
So the
I want to take a vote because we got a message from someone. So I just want to hear from you guys.
Okay.
Because we want to do this to serve you guys.
What'd we get?
We got a message. We don't know if it's legit yet. We're still looking into it.
Oh.
But I looked at the website and it's legit. But this lady from Los Angeles, which if you watch this, blessings to you. No, because she knows that there's people that, you know, that they act like something they're not. You know, like trolls and stuff online. God bless you as well, because, you know, people are looking for attention. And it's just them screaming for love. Everybody, see, I don't care who you are, I don't care what you've done, I don't care what you're doing. Whatever you do, you're looking for love. You're looking.
So say what it was.
It is not.
Because say what it was.
We got a message asking if we would like to be on a reality show. That they're gonna film us like a reality show. And the thing about it is, though, I want to do it to serve spirit. I don't want to do it to gain fame or whatever, because my famousness is with spirit. That's where, once I found my famousness with spirit, that my #1 fan is spirit. It's like, no disrespect to anyone listening to this, but I don't need no fans. And see, that's the thing. Once you realize that you've got the backup of spirit, everybody just compliments that. There's no dependence on, oh, I need people to believe in me, which that's where I was for a while.
So what's the vote?
So the vote is, would you guys like us to be on a reality show?
Oh God, can't even say it with a straight face.
No.
What the heck?
Because what you see is what you get.
Show?
You're not.
You don't want them to see the. You don't want them to see it.
Do I?
Oh gosh. I needed a good laugh.
Maybe we're just gonna get a GoPro and just do it for ourselves.
Yeah.
You're gonna follow us all day, every day.
Like the times. You know my favorite part? I
think they'll get bored of it too, though.
No, wait. My favorite part of Michael is when he's walking in, because he's so tall, okay? And he trips on something. His favorite comeback is like, oh, that's the universe trying to remind me that I'm here or something, because he feels, you know, when you're almost going to trip and fall on your face, it's kind of a little embarrassing. So instead of focusing on that. He's like, oh, it's just spirit. So the comeback.
I learned that a long time ago.
Yeah, but the comeback, because he's so tall, so when he's almost falling, it's like, whoa, don't fall, because it'll be massive, right? But his comeback. Oh, God. Oh, okay, what other funny things would we not want people to see?
You know what I remember I used to tell you? And she'll remember this, and she's probably going to laugh when I say this. I would love making a fool out of myself to see her laugh.
Oh, God.
Because she would never laugh. When I first met her, remember? You were so serious and you were so, like, traumatized.
I was just serious.
You were traumatized.
I was freaking scared. I was trying to learn something that I didn't even know what it was.
But I'll make a fool of myself to get her to laugh, and I love seeing her laugh.
Yeah, he loves to tease me. He'll pretend on something and I go, really? When? What? And then he'll be, just kidding.
And now she's caught that from me, and she does it to me.
Oh, but he doesn't like it that way.
But
So reality show or no reality show? How about that? Whoever's watching
it's
this
gonna
video,
it's gonna be called the Mirror Show.
oh, wow. The true mirror. The shiny mirror.
The authentic mirror.
Something with mirror. Carol, help us find a name for it.
Yeah.
But anybody watching this either now live or later or years from now, I don't know when, or next week or sometime, and you want to take a vote, please message us. We'd love to hear that.
Or anything, or you know what? You know what? We said this a long time ago, and I'm guilty of that. I'll own what is mine. Well, no, what is mine? What I am responsible for. But I notice I get so excited I say things and then I don't do them, and I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot I didn't do that. Like I said, I was going to do a webinar on us critiquing movies, and we haven't done that. And I said I was going to do a live so we can get like actual feedback.
I'm still waiting for him to film me doing my juicing.
Oh yeah, I said I was going to do that. See?
And he was going to film me doing my own little videos for people who want to know about empowering women or whatever. And I don't know how to work all this technology
and see,
stuff,
here's the thing that I want to say, because I used to be
getting tired.
No. Okay.
That's okay, that's okay.
I used to be ashamed to say this. But I'm going to say this because I am not hesitant to put myself out there. I am not hesitant to put myself out there.
You're going to get me in trouble.
I am not hesitant to put myself out there because I want to show my handicap. I want to show my handicap for those that feel like they're handicapped. That way they don't feel like they can't do what we do or do what you desire to do. Baby. So I'm going to share something with you guys. Do you guys know that I'm considered slow in this world? That I forget a lot. But I don't forget as much as I do know anymore because I'm programming myself not to forget. And another thing is, I've literally had heart attacks, like cardiac arrest, had overdoses where my brain stopped, and you know, I was deceased. So it had an effect on my body, had an effect on the brain. I don't hear well like everyone else does. I hear like I'm underwater. What are the other things? The reason why I'm saying that is because
I'll have my turn.
Because the reason why I desire to say this is Spirit uses me, and when Spirit uses me, I'm not the one. Like, it's like the things that I would forget, Spirit is there. The things that I wouldn't do because I couldn't do physically, Spirit does. And that's what I desire to share with the world, is you're looking at someone, you can't see it physically, okay? But there are parts of me that are still like not fully developed.
Oh, okay. Mireya wants to join in the video. She says to look.
Okay, sure.
She says to look at your camera. Thank you, Mireya. And then Carol put something on YouTube. I think she's already sharing it on YouTube. I don't know what's going on.
Yay! Whoever wants to join us, join us.
Yeah, Mireya says, I'm trying to request to join in the video.
Okay, I'm adding you. Okay, it should be adding you here pretty soon.
Okay, I want to respond to
But the thing about it is, the reason why is because I used to... Hi, Mireya! There she is.
You're going to get me more in trouble,
What
Mireya.
happened? What did I do?
Getting ready to go to work.
You're getting ready to go to work, sweetie?
But I've been listening on you guys,
Can you
so
see
I
us?
haven't even
Okay.
danced.
What's that? Say it again, Mireya.
I said I've been stalling to go to work because I've been listening to you guys. You guys are getting me late. But I love the message.
Thank you, Mireya.
Oh, Well, I wanted to respond to what he was
And
just saying.
Mireya knows my goofiness, so she can approve, right?
And she knows his
No,
background.
no. Then right now when you said I love Alice, and I was all like, now that's a different Michael than the one I knew. For him to say love, it's a different Michael. He changed.
Thank you, Mireya.
He wouldn't believe in love.
Yeah. I'd actually push it away. Thank you, Mireya. Thank you for joining us. It's such a treat.
So now we know that it works. So
Yeah.
Unconditional love can create miracles, Mireya. I believe in
Yes.
it 100%. And I wanted to respond on what Michael was saying just
Oh,
earlier.
am I covering you?
No, you're fine, you're fine. I wanted to respond on what he was saying earlier because we're not very candid all the time on the camera. Not because we want to hide things, but because we know we're here to help people, and sometimes when people don't understand, they can take it the wrong way. But yes, so according to statistics, according to medical information from when he was younger, Michael supposedly would be slow.
I was
Well,
considered
whatever.
crazy
Well,
for
whatever.
the rest of my life.
Yeah, well, whatever. But my point is this.
What do they call it, Mireya? 5150. I was considered 5150 for the rest of my life.
yes.
Yeah.
So, what did I do with that? What, 5150? I have no clue what he's talking about.
5150 means you lost it. Like you can never come back to your normal self.
But, okay, so let's just say, if people that don't know his testimony, aside from a very challenging birth when he was born, challenges.
We're gonna give our testimonial video.
Challenges because he would be smoking whatever at a very, very young age.
Marijuana,
And
meth,
and
cocaine.
then repeatedly beat up, so many blows to the head, accidents.
Almost every day.
Overdosing. So let's just put it in a nutshell that he's a miracle. But because of a lot of things that happened to him, obviously there's some kind of side effects. But this is
A lot of things that happened to him growing up and going through things he wasn't supposed to go at a young age.
exactly. And what I'm getting at, I desire for those that are out there that, just like Mireya contributed and said, love must work, because he never believed in it and he would push it away because of his shortcomings and because he knew that it would be very challenging for anyone to stick around. It'd be challenging for someone to even intend to have a relationship with him. But my point to that is this: for those of you watching that may have issues with drugs, with
Yes.
any kind of addiction, anger, especially anger is very addicting. If you have those issues, please do not give up on yourself. Start with loving yourself.
The most addictive.
And
Excuse me.
and Michael knows, I'm aware of it. I knew what I was getting into. We had extensive talks, obviously, and I know I discovered a lot of it along the way that he wasn't even aware of it. And I know how to work with it. And I have a lot of patience, and I'm very compassionate. But more than anything, I truly love Michael. And so I'm not going to hold any of those things against him, because when you get to the core of what's in his heart, when you really get to know Michael, he is the most loving, the most loyal, the most authentic person. But he is not seen that way or categorized that way because that's how society is.
I'm just a mirror.
So,
The reason why you see it is because you see it in you.
see, that's the mirror, Carol. I don't know. I just saw the greatness in him and I didn't give up. That's all.
One thing I realized, and I'll say it from personal experience, is I don't know how this is gonna sound, but I'm just gonna say it. I used to hate the world because I used to see the negative and the bad in the world, because I would have so much negative and bad in me. And when we use, like, it's like a pair of glasses. If I wear negative glasses, I'm gonna see the negative in everything and the bad in everything, even though where there's good. But the thing about it is, when I put my authentic glasses on, not good or bad, but when I put my authentic glasses on, then I see the pain that others have that I need to work on. And a lot of people don't want to realize that when I see pain outside, the Spirit is reflecting to me to teach me that there's still pain in me that I need to work on. But it's easy to put it out there, but when I realize it's inside of me, it's just being reflected out, then I can say, wait a minute, instead of judging the person, I bring it inside of me and I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing that is causing this to show up in my life? Instead of being upset at life, it changes the relationship like a partner. Like if a partner, okay, let's just give an example. If if someone has a headache, right? Let's just say your woman has a headache or your man has a headache, and he's being like a, you know,
Baby?
no, I don't want to say the word because it's a bad word, but
Don't say it.
it being a doofus, okay? And the
A
person is being a,
douchebag.
huh?
A douchebag.
A douchebag, okay? So the person is being a douchebag, but we don't know they have a headache. So unless we talk with this person, then it's going to come out, you know what, it's because I have a headache. But if we don't talk with this person,
Communication.
what's that? Yes, communication.
Communication is a key word.
Yes. So unless I communicate with my partner, I'm not going to know they have a headache or that they're on their days, okay? Because men, you know that when women have their days, it's not a pretty picture, okay? So unless I communicate with them, then I'm going to judge the appearance instead of realizing it's something deeper. So when we have situations in life and we don't realize it's something deeper, we don't take that self-responsibility. We want to lay it on someone else because it's easy. It's easy for me to play the victim. That it's because I used to say this, and Mireya knows this. Mireya, you know this. I used to say, "Oh no, it's the government. Oh no, it's the politics. It's religion. It's government. It's society." I used to always point fingers outside so I could be justified to keep fighting. But the thing about it is, I realized that I was only fighting myself, and in fighting myself, I was always losing. Because once I realized that I didn't have to fight myself, that all I had to do is show up and dance with myself. Meaning, what do you do when you dance? You don't judge your partner. Each has their place, and you just flow and harmonize with that place. But
And you realize that love is six, and you finally found it. And I think you probably thought when you were in the world of the evilness and the world of not being so great, you probably thought, this is my opinion, you probably thought that you weren't worthy of love, you weren't worthy of being good, because that was what you were used to doing, and that's what you grew up with, doing bad, 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 and you thought that was the only way out, but it wasn't. There's beyond those mountains, beyond that, everything bad, there's always a good life
yes.
that you deserve.
Well, you know what, Mireya? I love what you said, but I desire for you, if you choose to do so, if you want to do so, is that word good, because we've been so programmed to put good in a category. We don't believe in good or bad. We believe in authentic, because when we say good, here's an example. Hold on, I just want to share something. Here's an example. I don't remember who was who, but let's just say politics. You have one candidate over here, you have one candidate over here. Okay? And when you choose a candidate, if it's going to be what you believe in, it's going to be good for you, but the other candidate is going to be good for another person. So really, when we're arguing what's good, see, that's the dilemma of the world. That's the confusion of the world. We're on different sides of the spectrum, comparing good with another person's good instead of authentic. Does that make sense? Like, let's be authentic, because
Yes, and you are authentic. Don't forget that. Maybe when you were growing up, you would push everybody away because that's what you thought that you weren't, but you are. Everybody has gone through bad, through goods, bads, authentic, and everything, but you are. So now that you found love, now that you know that you are authentic, it's amazing.
thank you, Mireya. And I'm just your
Maybe people don't know you. Maybe people don't know you the
ah.
way we know you as when you were back then, as how you are now. Like Alice was saying, it's a different and amazing experience to know both sides of you, and the outcome of it is genuine.
Thank you. You just said something key. Okay, everybody listen to what she just said. And that's like life. Those that experience extreme pain can enjoy to experience extreme pleasure. Because Mireya said something that is key. Because the people that have known me, like Mireya, that have known me of the dark that I came out of, or the confusion that I came out of, they can appreciate how they see me now. But people that have just met me, they don't have nothing to compare, so they just see, you know, this person that is talking about, you know, transforming your life, and it's like, well, you haven't lived through what I lived, so basically it's like they don't have nothing to compare to. But here's what I desire to use my example, and what Mireya said, for everyone's benefit. When you look at, I don't like to say the dark, because it's just so different of what I think it is. When people can look at their shadow, and learn from their shadow. Because here's something I learned that we even said, like, wow, that's a great lesson. When you're walking on the street and you look at your shadow, you can find the direction of where your source is, which is the sun. But if you don't look at the shadow and you're looking for everyone else to tell you where the sun is, then you're going to depend on everyone to tell you where the source is, instead of looking at your shadow to find your own direction. And when you look at your shadow, meaning you face yourself, you face the darkness or the shadow of you, you face the fears, you face the doubts, you face the worries and the guilt and all that stuff. You face that. You're looking at your shadow, and your shadow is your teacher to teach you what direction is your source. And that source is the sun within you, is the soul within you, it's the spirit within you. And when we depend on, and see, that's what we want here in Samadhi, we desire. We don't want dependent students. We want independent leaders, directors, and guides of themselves. We want self-directed, guided leaders. We don't want copies of copies of copies. So thank you. I didn't bring my tripod, so I'm putting my phone up here. But that's why we don't want copies of copies of copies. So thank you for sharing that, Mireya, because that was beautiful. Because that's why we live to use our testimony to tell people that no matter what you're going through, it's possible. It's always possible. Nothing is impossible. And you know what I like to say is, when you think something is impossible, oh shoot, we've been going on for an hour. Wow. Okay, so this is what we like to tell people that, you know, are going through doubts and fears and all that, which is everyone, we all do. But I say this, ask the brain this, because the brain is a tool. It's our servant, it's not our master. Okay? And there's a saying that I would like to say before I say that. The brain is a poor master, but an excellent servant. So when we realize that, we use the powerful tool that we've been given for our benefit and humanity's benefit. So here's the one thing that I recommend people to tell their brain, or the brain, when things, you know, when there's a fear or something. Tell the brain this, ask the brain this question. The brain says, you can't do this. You're not worthy of this. You're not supposed to do this. In that moment, ask the brain this. Okay, I'll give you that. Give me the evidence that I can't. Because there's people with no limbs. There's people with no legs that can draw with their mouth. They can draw with their toes. There's people that are doing unfathomable feats that we would consider impossible. So, and I leave you guys with this, or if you want to say anything, Ali, is the brain as a master, it will convince you what you can't do. The brain as a servant will prove to you what you can do. Does that make sense? And when you find that the brain is your servant, you'll realize that the spirit is the master guiding you. All we are is obedient. What people call God, universe, creator, spirit, the all. So, that was beautiful. Want to share anything?
I was sharing.
Go ahead.
But you started talking.
Go ahead, I apologize.
No, that's okay. That just goes to show his passion. That goes to show his passion, and then it proves what we were saying. I was talking about him, and when he mentioned about how the world sees him and if he's slow, and then once...
Is that Jasmine?
And then all of a sudden we just lost him.
Hi, mamas!
Here we go.
I apologize. Who is that, Sanita? Hi, mamas! She's the reason why I awakened. That girl that you're seeing on the computer right there. Hi, Jazzy! Those are the girls that are the love of my life. Hi, Sanita!
Hi.
And my little diamond.
Sure.
And my mom and Allie.
Okay, now I have to go because I'm getting later, not only.
Yeah, you get going, Mireya. Thank you for joining us.
Bye, Mireya. We love you guys.
And it's true. People that don't know you from back then don't know where. Sometimes they're about because he hasn't gone through it. But they don't know that you've gone through that and so many other things. And it's just, I think it's amazing the outcome of what you are now.
Thank you, Mira. Thank you for saying that.
Because it's one thing to do it and another thing to say it. And a lot of people think, oh, anybody could change. Anybody, yeah, anybody can. But it takes willpower and kahunas to do it. Not everybody can change. I mean, we could pray for those people. We could try. We could pray and pray. But if they don't want to and they don't have the willpower, it's not gonna happen.
That's the thing, Mira. Everybody can, but do they have the desire to? Do they have the will? I mean, they all have the will, but are they willing to find it? Are they willing to discover the will? But you said something that I want to touch on, but then I'm going to be quiet. I promise after this I'm going to be quiet. Okay? Is that what I gone through? It's no different than somebody going like somebody going through a death in the family or something, because here's what I've realized, that the trauma and the level of the trauma, it doesn't matter. It depends on one's relationship with that trauma. So something so small can be something so big to someone else. So what I went through, and I'll be very honest with you guys, what I went through was small because I numbed myself to feel. I would give, I mean, I numb myself to feel, like not to feel. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay, I numb myself not to feel. I train myself to do that. That's how powerful we are. So I've experienced the potential of what we can do on both sides. So here's the thing that I desire to share on this part, is when I numb myself not to feel, what was traumatic for one person, because I've seen a lot of people go crazy around me, what was traumatic for another person was a walk in the park for me, because I trained myself to be this hardened person, which really I was lying to myself, because inside I was dying inside. I was confused. I was looking for love. I was looking for acceptance. I was looking for family. So my point is this, that it's the degree of the relationship that we have with ourselves, whether with the trauma or with the beauty within us. And that relationship that we have with that or the other determines what level of experience we're going to experience. So the things that I've been through, like sometimes I don't even remember unless it's brought up, because it was like, I don't know how to explain this, but it was like I was in a movie, watching the movie, but looking at the person suffering, but I couldn't feel the suffer. That's how it was. And a lot of people don't realize that. That's why a lot of people thought I was a robot. They thought I was a monster, because I would get all hurt and everything, and they'd see me like not react. And they'd be like, whoa, this guy is not human. Because I literally trained my body, the body, not to feel. So I was like this cyborg that didn't feel, and that's why I became suicidal. Because I did it so well that I felt like I was this robot, and I would see people be happy and all that, and I would act happy, but I would be so upset because I couldn't feel. So that's a little nutshell of what I experienced, but my point to this is to say that what somebody's trauma could be nothing to someone else, and what's nothing to someone else could be somebody else's trauma. So just because I went through a lot doesn't make it better or lesser than another. It's just the different perspectives of what people think is true and what people think is not, and their relationship with themselves. And I know Mireya already left, so what Mireya said...
But she's watching.
Yeah, so what Mireya said was so important, and I felt the importance of sharing that. And we're going to dissect this video, and we're going to come up with curriculum to really dive deep into those layers, because I didn't think about this, but that is a very important thing to discuss and to assist people with. So,
Now can I finish?
yeah, and I'm done. I promise.
Oh, don't say that.
No,
You
no,
can't
no.
keep your promise.
I'm going to keep my promise. So I promise everyone, from here on out, I'm done. I mean, I'm not done. To be continued for another day. So I love you all. Blessings to you all. Sign up for the classes. Subscribe to our channel on Samadhi to get the latest and greatest on YouTube. And blessings to you all.
Okay, so I'll end it with this part, because Michael was saying about how he was before and didn't feel. And Mireya contributed. For those that don't know, Mireya is just an amazing person in our family. She's been raising Michael's nieces, the older two nieces, over in Calexico, and has done an amazing job of that. So we just love her, and we enjoy communicating with her when we can. So Mireya knows him from way back in the day when he was in the gangs and in the drugs and all that. My answer to that, Mireya, about love, that he's finally feeling the love. Love has tremendous power. And when Michael realized and felt that he loved not just me, right? Because of course, he starts to love me or feel love for me because he was starting to feel love for himself. But the power of the love, the unconditional love that I've had from Michael, has helped him in that transformation. Because I'm going to share something very, talking about doing a reality show. Here we go. He tells me one day, Alice, he's been transforming, he's been awakening, he's been learning for more than 15 years. But in the last 4 years, he's worked on himself even more. But the last year and 3 months today, he would tell me sometimes, I want to be a better man. I desire to be a more genuine, authentic man because that's what you deserve. And I never want to lose you. So I desire to step it up and be there for you. So what puts that in a man's heart? That must be genuine, authentic love. Nothing else, I don't think anything else could get someone as hardcore. He just said it himself, robotic, non-feeling, totally doesn't even seem human, to be able to get to that capacity of accepting. Like Mireya said, it's one thing feeling it, but then one thing saying it and showing it. So here we are today on our anniversary. We're ending it with saying, just love genuinely, love authentically. Start by loving yourself and create that transformation within. And from there, everything else that you've desired with all your heart will come to you. Because Michael and I are mirrors of each other. We're manifestations of what we wanted in our life. Whatever you see in me is what Michael was seeking. Whatever you see in Michael is what I've been seeking. And we've been blessed with this love. And I am very thankful for the people who are in our lives and share it with us. Thank you for joining us on the videos, for private messaging us, for just being part of our lives, to our families and our friends. So everyone have a great Saturday. We will see you tomorrow because we're doing the Daily Word tomorrow on Sunday, okay? So thank you, Mireya. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Ginger, and everyone who stuck around till the end. And those that couldn't, we understand. It was a pretty long video. Wasn't intended that way, but hey, it's practice if we do. Oh, and vote if you do think we should do a reality show. Ciao, everybody.